our viewers know that I am one of Oprah's biggest fans. I'm addicted to Oprah. In fact, my son, who was nonverbal at one point, not the first sentence he said, but probably within the first 50 sentences he said was, "Oprah is mommy's fairy godmother," right? Because anytime I needed something in my single years, and even when I was married and then had a child with autism, I could turn Oprah on and she had something for me
that you could
she was
take
my
away.
Fairy godmother.
Yeah.
And so I watched when they were talking about you were pregnant with the twins, and they were talking about your nursery.
I've called her that many times too.
Fairy godmother?
Fairy godmother, yeah, because for a long period of time she chronicled our lives, and we did work with her a little bit. We did a radio show on the Oprah radio called Meet the Peetes, and so Rodney and I did that together. But yeah, she has been a pretty awesome person in my life and someone who I really cherish. And
so I saw you on her show and I got to know more about your personal life. And for me, my sister had twins, and in my family, having twins is the ultimate. As a woman, you have done it. When you're pregnant with twins and deliver twins, that's it. You've done an amazing thing, and you get to win all the motherhood things. So I looked at you and I was like, look at who this woman is. And then of course I fell off the everything for a while because my child was diagnosed with autism. And we were probably 6 months in, and my child had been diagnosed. We'd already started therapies, but I was having the pity party.
Oh, sure.
Like, why me? Why did this happen to me?
Stage 1.
And I turn on my fairy godmother, and who is there on her show?
Wow.
You are there, and you are my, like the ultimate perfect woman, right? Who has the perfect proposal. You're pregnant with the twins, right? I'm looking at your life and thinking, her life is perfect, and I turn it on, and there you are, saying, this is what happened, this is what I'm doing, this is what you need to know.
Yeah.
And I had that big epiphany of, I need to get up off the couch and stop feeling sorry for myself and join the ranks of people who are getting something done here.
Well, we've known each other for a while, and you've never told me that story. Well, and that is really awesome. Why? Because we didn't want to have this conversation nationally. It was a big deal for us to talk about our son. I mean, my dad had Parkinson's, and we started a foundation, and it was a whole thing with my dad. But for my son, my husband was so nervous about stigmatizing him and him being labeled and all that stuff, and we really went back and forth about going on Oprah and having that conversation. And I just kept saying, man, if I knew someone who was talking about this that could help me, and I knew there were families in the Hollywood community that had kids with autism that just weren't having conversations about it, how much hope would that have given me at a time when I felt so bleak and so hopeless, right? So that's why we did it, and we did it for that reason, because I thought if someone's watching, and it's so corny here in a minute, if I can just help one person, but it's so true. It's very cathartic when you're in your own little bubble of space and you branch out, share your story, and then someone hears that you're going through something similar, and it helps. It really makes a difference.
It really did. And to see you going through it, but also to hear what you were saying about how you were languaging it with your child and about your child was so empowering to me. And it really was that cornerstone for me, for all the things that I do. So
what a journey it's been. I mean, so much has changed. It's just my feelings about where I was then as opposed to now, and all the things I worry about. And we have some similar concerns about our kids and adolescents, and we'll talk about that. But it's just funny to look back and see, sort of what my narrative was then as opposed to now.